So let's get into the overview. Let's look at cement systems versus resinous systems. The examples on the left: monolithic, sand cushion; rustic, which is an exterior type of terrazzo with the aggregate not ground to a very smooth profile at all. So exterior, you definitely need slip resistance. And then bonded terrazzos, where you have the terrazzo topping basically poured at the same time as the concrete, so it's really all one system. Not very common. The most common type of terrazzo today is epoxy terrazzo, and there's a few reasons for that, which I'll go into. But I want to delineate a distinction between cementitious systems and resinous systems. Note that the cement systems are typically a lot thicker if you count the sand and cement setting bed versus the epoxy. The primary benefit of epoxy is you're able to get a 3/8 inch roughly thin profile for your terrazzo topping. So let's dig a little deeper and talk about the cement versus resinous. Cement is more accepting of concrete that may not be perfect. All right, let me go back one slide. You see we have a cleavage membrane. This is a slip plane or a slip sheet that separates the terrazzo assembly from the substrate. What that means, though, is that on the good side is that this concrete below the cleavage membrane can be and the fact that you have a pretty 2 to 3 inch thick setting bed is that you can accept concrete that is not very flat, has a lot of ups and downs to it. So that's accepting of concrete. Neutral colors, if you're looking for the grays, the beiges, the whites, the tans, etc. On your finished system, cement may offer you exactly what you need. If you're looking for fire engine red or neon yellow, and we'll see some examples of finished floor, then you have to go to an epoxy system. Cementitious systems are just a little bit more limited on the color palette. They both have good resistance to stains, chemicals, just the day-to-day use. They're very forgiving floors if they're properly maintained. Cement systems are prone to shrinkage more so than epoxy systems. So for that reason, the spacing of our divider strips in cement terrazzo is closer. A lot of times you'll see strips every 4 feet by 4 feet, or every 5 feet by 5 feet. Or if it's crown hall, every 2'6" by 5 feet. Whereas if you want to have the ability to pour larger areas of floor between your divider strips, you would go with a resinous system. Cement is a little bit more labor intensive because that sand and cement underbed is an additional step to the process, whereas epoxy goes down quicker, and the whole start to finish is going to be a little bit quicker on resinous. They're both easily maintained. They're both environmentally friendly. They're both durable and long-lasting. So terrazzo generally will last the life of a building. It's not uncommon for terrazzo to last over 50 years.